Barbara Spinelli MEP. Today, the European Parliament approved a report that you wrote on press freedom. What are the main issues for freedom at this moment?
At this moment, I think the main threats are restriction of this freedom, and there are many points of concern on this field. In this field, first of all, the notion of fake news, which is used exclusively for internet. It's something that I didn't want it written in the report. I think that the phenomenon of false information is something that affects the media, the mainstream newspaper as well as news online. So I try to say that the phenomenon is not only confined to internet. Other restrictions are the economic situation of journalists, the work of reporter and investigative journalism has become extremely precarious and not paid very often, and this has a chilling effect on this profession.
And do you see a danger coming from governments and or ownership of the press?
Yes, we underlined very strongly that press must be independent, really independent from political and financial and public and advertising companies. They are more and more dependent on that because also of the economic crisis, and the Parliament has approved the idea that the media world is in great danger of becoming dependent from these forces. It must be helped to regain its force.
There are definitely problems within the EU itself, but also close to the EU. We see the situation of Turkish journalists in particular. What can the EU do to help those who are really facing unbelievable challenges?
We must do all possible means in this field. I was very active on Turkish media freedom. I signed also a manifesto with many academicians defending professors and media reporters. What can be done is that if you negotiate trade agreements or accession negotiations with Turkey, the EU should always stress the obligation for Turkey to come back to the rule of law.
We're here today in the European Parliament and in fact just beside the Spinelli building, which of course is also your surname. So I was wondering if you could tell us why we have a building here that is called Altiero Spinelli.
Well, Altiero Spinelli was my father, and he was very much appreciated in this parliament because he was the first to propose a constitution for Europe, which would begin with the words "we people of Europe" and not "we the states of the European Union."